Hi everyone. Hi everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. I uh, thought I'd come on Thursday night also, and I have a piece of Bryland Farms jewelry. I had pulled out. Bryland Farm sent me a whole bag of jewelry. Uh, it's a very nice thing for her to do, and yeah, so I pulled some pieces out, and I had them in my photo box, and those are the pieces I'm probably going to list. So I brought them over here to show you some of the pieces. She gave me a huge box, a huge bag of jewelry, but these are the pieces I've pulled out so far. Anyway, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm a reseller on eBay and Poshmark and sometimes even Mercari if it cooperates. And yes, but my biggest focus at the moment is I am trying to build up my YouTube following. I have my 1,000 followers. I have my 4,000 hours. I monetize. Hi, guitar guy. And working on just getting more subscribers. Yeah. Um, It's slow going unless you have something that really goes viral, which I don't have at the moment. Who knows? You never know what's going to get the most subscribers or the most watchers. I went on and the one the video I have hundreds of videos on because I've been doing YouTube for a long time without even paying any attention to how many subscribers I ever had. I mean, I've been doing it for a number of years, and I forget how many are on there. There's like over 200 videos. I have no idea. But and I have some shorts now that they let you do that. But the one that has gotten the most watchers is, believe it or not, it's a little video I did not too long ago on showing my little pantry. Now, I had no idea until I thought about it. I had no idea why in the earth that one would have so many watchers, except, everybody's into doing this prepper stuff, making your prepper pantry and prepping in case something goes wrong on the grid or whatever. And so, what if you lose all your electricity? What if you do this? What if that? What if you can't get to the grocery store? So it's probably a good idea. But I had just a little pantry. I have just a little one in my cellarway because that was the only place I thought to put it that was convenient for me. So long, quite a while ago, it was probably a good 10 years ago now, I got some wire shelves that fit flush up against the wall and made shelves. And that's where I keep my extra canned goods and, some box stuff. But I never thought about it until everybody was talking about their pantry. So one day I thought, well, I'll just show my little pantry. And believe it or not, that is the one that got the most views. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Riri. Yes, so it's not very long. I also showed where else I have stuff like in my baking cupboard and things like that. But then I thought, well, my basement was all cleared out by that time, and I had shelving down there. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just slowly uh, start to make a little pantry down in the basement. So that's what I've done. When I go grocery shopping, usually buy just a few extra cans or boxes of something, and I always buy a bottle of water, extra water, and I just put it down there. And one of these days, I'll show uh, my progress on my little basement pantry. So far, it's only the part of one shelf. So, yeah, it's not much. But anyway, these beads are, I think they're stone because they feel, you know how you can rub them against your teeth and you can tell if it's plastic or stone. So I think these are stone. And I'll have to look at the back of this to see if it has a name on it. This has a funny clasp on it, which is hard for me to do. It looks real easy because it's one of these that has the like a bar and a loop, and you have to stick this bar into the loop. Uh, but I don't see a name or an initial or anything right there, but I didn't look at it with a magnifying glass. But I thought it was just sort of pretty to wear. Yeah, so I told people I would show some of these pieces tonight. Uh, Kelly, really? Kelly, really? I'm new to well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm an inspiration to somebody. Uh, so, yes, another thing I brought tonight, I want to show you. I'm going to wait till some of my older, not old age, but some of my people that's been with me a long time come on. Because I don't think I've showed this picture before. It's a picture I took back in the 80s. I used to do a lot of photography. Nothing professional. I just love to take pictures, you know. I had a regular camera with film. And maybe that's where my daughter gets it. She's a photographer now. She's a part-time photographer, part-time she does that gig work with the groceries, deliveries, and all that stuff. Uh, thank you, guitar guy. I had just gone out and took my chickens some. What did I give them tonight? I gave them some romaine lettuce, some spinach, and cut up some cucumbers, and that was their treat for tonight. So I just took that out to them. I just fed the dog, and my cat can't eat till at least 8:30. My cat is diabetic. She gets her insulin 12 hours apart twice a day, so I never get up and get down here until 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So she has to wait on her supper and her insulin till like 8:30. And she's not happy because she sees the dog eating. And yeah, she's not very happy. She usually sits and meows at me from the counter. Ah, the thumbnail photo. Um, no, I actually took that picture. That's an old picture I took, and I put it on there to use as a thumbnail. Um, I have I have a couple pictures I took, like, I don't know, a couple years ago that I use once in a while. But the ones I'm taking now, I haven't shown any of them yet. I'm making thumbnails out of them, and then I will use them when, they seem appropriate for what I'm going to talk about, for the recorded videos when I actually have a topic. These evening videos are just sort of a chat video, so I can chat with y'all. Well, thank you. Hmm. Yeah. Let me show you another piece of jewelry here. There was also this little pin of a tennis racket in there. It's gold tone. It's not gold. It has, the only mark it has on it is on the back. It has a W. So the only costume jewelry I know that with a W is Weiss. And I'm not sure if that's the Weiss W or not. I will have to look it up and see, because Weiss has a definite W, type of a W. But this is a neat pin, little brooch to wear if you're a tennis player. Yeah. Well, Samantha came over today. I canceled yesterday. She usually comes. Samantha is my helper. Uh, she cleans for me um, every other week on Wednesdays, and then the other weeks, the other every other week Wednesdays, she comes and we do something, whatever I want to do. Uh, she's the one that helped me get through my whole inventory. She helped me do my whole inventory. Uh, she's moved stuff around. She helped me set up the new photo area, all kinds of stuff. I mean, she'll go shopping with me, which is what we did today. Now, this isn't Wednesday, but yesterday I called her and canceled her because it was raining buckets here. It was raining so hard you could have drowned out there. My sump pump in the basement was going off for hours. Um, but it did its job, and I, thank goodness, didn't let you lose electricity. So I told her to come today. It's supposed to be nice, which it was, and we would go shopping because I had to get a few things. So I was almost out of chicken feed. We can't have that. So we went to Tractor Supply first, and I got chicken feed and some scratch, and then I bought, what else did I buy? Oh, I bought the 2 new brooms that I wanted. I didn't have to go way over to the Ace Hardware where I know they have good brooms. I like those corn brooms, guitar like guy. I was talking about this the other night. So I found some nice heavy duty corn brooms in Tractor Supply, $20 a piece. Now, I think that's about what they are at Ace Hardware too. So it saved us a trip over to the other place. So I got 2 of those, one for the garage and one for my back deck. So I'm happy now. I brushed off my whole back deck. So yeah, we got that. We got I don't know, some other stuff in there I needed. Anyway, it was a lot because it came to $111. I said, how did that add up to $111 already? Well, the 2 brooms was a good start. The chicken feed's expensive. I buy organic chicken feed. Oh, I bought just one big herb. It was a nice big plant of parsley. I know I could have grown that from seed, but I didn't. So I needed a plant to put in there. I was hunting for lavender or rosemary. They didn't have any in yet, and they haven't had any in. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look someplace else. Tractor Supply didn't used to have a little greenhouse, but now attached to their store, they have a whole little greenhouse, which is very convenient because I'm always up at Tractor Supply. So, yeah. So we got that stuff and then went on to Mark's. Mark's is that store that I got my porch plants from, but it's also a little grocery store and also has miscellaneous things. So got a few things in there that I needed. And yeah, it's so much. And she did some shopping for herself too, which is nice because when she goes shopping with me, she can get some of her stuff, out of the way too. So I think the reason, I don't even get as tired when somebody goes shopping with me. I think it's just having the company. Of course, she helps. She does all the bagging and the putting it in my trunk for me and everything. That certainly helps. But um, it's just having somebody with you and talking and. So I didn't used to mind. Uh, I've been years and years and years since my husband died. I've been by myself. So I don't really mind going places by myself until just recently when I'm just sort of off kilter. My balance is really screwed up. And it's just easier and I think safer to have somebody with me. Uh, but I drive wherever I go. I'm a good driver. I've been driving for 60 some years and I have never gotten a ticket. Yay for me. Ah, yeah, now not saying I haven't been stopped. I do drive a little fast. I have been stopped a couple times, but I think they look at my driver's license. They've seen I've never had a ticket in all these years and they don't want to spoil it. Yeah. So they usually just tell me, slow down, be careful. Of course, it helps that my husband was a policeman, and if necessary, I could pull out my little badge. I still have a badge that my husband was a policeman, and I was a wife of a uh, policeman. Yeah, nobody remembers him anymore because he'd be as old as me too. Uh, Kelly, that's a great idea to have help once a week for whatever you need. Yes, I love it. How wonderful that you still drive and able to be independent. Yeah, they don't want to spoil. No, they don't want to spoil my record. But I am really, really careful now. And I don't go anywhere. I very seldom ever go on the highway. So all I'm doing is going to town and back usually. The furthest I go is to the next little town, um, the next suburb of Cleveland, and it's called Strongsville, and that's where I get my hair cut. I do have to go on the highway a short ways to get there, but yeah. Hi, Bumblebee. You were talking to one of your sons. Yeah. Ah, Bryland Farm's here. Bryland Farm. You missed. I had you a necklace on. I have some more stuff too. I came on with this one. I think this is stone. It doesn't feel like plastic. It's cold, and when I put it against my teeth, it feels like stone. You think it's coral. Ooh, that would be good. If it's coral, I just may keep it. Uh, yeah, I think that's really pretty. The other one I liked, I think I tried on before, is this wooden beads. These are wooden. This is so interesting to me. And this is a magnet, which Bryland Farm told me because I was trying to unscrew it. It's a magnet, very strong magnet. And I think this pretty part goes in the front, probably. Or you could put it on the side, whatever. But it's pretty small. It goes up here. Um, it goes up here. It's only about that big. But I think it's such an interesting piece. See, it just snaps right together. I don't know what kind of wood. I did Google it, Brylan. I Googled it, and there's several kinds, and it tells different kinds of wood. But how would I know? I don't know what kind of wood it would be. But yeah, I just think that's really neat. Yeah, now that you guys are here, I wanted to show you before I forget. Um, I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania. That's where my sister still lives. Um, we were brought up my mother and father got married, and they moved into this house that I'm going to show you. And that's where we were raised. We were brought home from the hospital to this house. We were raised there our whole life until we went off to college. And yeah, we lived on Elmwood Avenue in Erie, Pennsylvania. So I used to take a lot of photography, a lot of pictures with a real camera with film. And I took this picture back in 1983. And this is while my mother and father were still living. And this is the house that we were raised in. I don't know if I showed you this before or not. It was a little bungalow from the 1940s. And they were quite long. They went back, and then there was a little backyard in the back. There was 2 bedrooms downstairs. There was a living room, dining room, kitchen, and then 2 bedrooms. And then when my sister and I got older, my father redid the whole attic up here and made my sister and I both a bedroom upstairs. And yeah, this was my bedroom in the front, and hers was in the back. Yeah, that's where I tried my first and only cigarette was at that window. I had a cigarette, I lit it, and I blew the smoke out the screen, didn't inhale. And so my father would never know. Yeah. We had a porch swing. You can see it right there. Yeah, we had a porch swing right there on chains from the ceiling, and we used to sit on there all the time. So that was my house. I have fond, fond memories of. Yeah. You put in real wood if you don't know. Okay. Yeah, it was a nice house. They were sort of very all similar, but a little bit different on that whole street. They weren't exactly the same like they build now. They build the same exact house, you know. They were all a little different. There were some brick ones on the street. But yeah, just a no garage, just a driveway. Uh, oh, old houses, they have so much character. Yeah. That's why I would never wanna move into just a new house, although my very first house when I was married, the first time to my children's father, we bought a brand new house. We In fact, we picked it out and it was being built for us on a street of, you know, like a development, and they had like 3 or 4 different kinds of houses, and you could pick the kind of house you wanted built. That was back when you could afford to do that kind of thing. I don't know how anybody could afford a house nowadays unless you were wealthy. There must be wealthy people. There's being developments going up all the time. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Uh, let's see. Yeah, okay. What did I want to? Let me show you another piece of jewelry here. There's one brand new piece here. This is by Panacea. I found this online. This is just a little gold tone bracelet, uh, chain bracelet. That'll be easy to list. And this I thought was pretty. Of course, it's not the season, but it will be. I'll wait to put this on if I can get this little bag open. Because this is a poinsettia. It's a metal. I don't think it's enameled. And I'll have to, there is a name on here, but which I should have brought my magnifying glass and didn't. I not only have a magnifying glass, I have a photo loop. I have a photo loop, and I also have a jeweler's thing that I got from my uh, father-in-law. So I'll be able to see what that says, but with my eyes, I can't tell what that says. I don't know why I didn't think to bring that here since I'm going to look at jewelry. But anyway, I think it's pretty. For Christmas. Show the camera. up and get it. I don't know if this will be right side up or upside down. See, it's up there. It's above the pin. You know, I can look at it maybe with my camera and zoom in on it. Okay, go upside down. I can almost see it, but not quite. Not quite, but definitely there is a name on here. Uh, looks like it's not Monet. Doesn't say Monet. I think Lavender Clothesline's daughter Melissa sells jewelry. She has a YouTube channel. Can't think of it. Haven't watched for a few years now. Fresh bloomin' clothing. Fresh bloomin' clothing. Okay, is that Lavender Clothesline's daughter's store? It's a cute name. Yes, that's Melissa's store. Okay, Fresh Bloomin' Clothing. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I've never seen that. I put this back in this little plastic bag. I've heard her speak of Melissa, but didn't know she. No, I didn't know she had a store either. I thought she helped her mother out once in a while, but I didn't know she had her own store. You could zoom in. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do with the camera. I could almost see it, but not quite. Not quite. Oh, here's another piece I think is pretty. This has a tag on it. This is made of shell. Looks like pearl, but it's shell. It's a geometric necklace. It's like iridescent, like a shell, and it has a tag called the Royal Standard. Sounds sort of English to me. Square link necklace. Ivory, 18 inches. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Has a lobster claw hook clasp there. That would be nice with a lot of things. I found that online too when I looked. So yeah, it's fun going through that big bag. I still haven't looked at every single piece. The big bag is still on my dining room table. These are pieces I pulled out that I thought would be sort of easy to list. Be careful putting ivory in. Oh yeah, right. Let's see here. Loving these pieces. Shell geometric necklace. Yeah, I like that too. Thanks for sharing your jewelry and pictures of home. My grandparents used to have a house on Lake Erie. Oh, okay. They were owners of the 7 McDonald's in Erie back then. Oh, wow. Yeah, back when McDonald's was, what were they when they first started? 39 cents a hamburger or something ridiculous. Uh, yeah, that I remember when McDonald's first started because I'm old. Uh, in the 60s and 70s. Will be pulled if eBay thinks it is real. Right. Guitar Guy, that's a great story. Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. I don't know what street they lived on. I was a youngster when we went to visit. You've had random items pulled for just using ivory as the color? Oh, wow. Hmm. Well, I suppose you'd have to make it real clear. I can you say the color ivory or just stick a say cream, white, iridescent white. I don't know what you'd say. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to be. Well, that's sort of good. It's don't get me started on the elephants. It's just so heartbreaking. Yes, so you use cream, right? Yes, I will certainly be careful of that. Yeah, they put ivory right on the tag of this. They didn't even say color; they just said ivory. You have some stunning real ivory pieces I've gotten in jewelry bags. Ooh, a carved rose. Yeah, yeah. They used to use it all the time. I remember back, my mother had pieces of ivory too. You think there's a museum for them? I've thought of donating. Yeah. Uh, that'd be a good idea. Well, I went out and I planted my little parsley plant, and then my beans are still there. The rabbit hasn't gotten to them. Knock on wood. They're this high already, and they're all in a nice straight row. I planted those two little rows first, and now I'm going to plant another row. There's a space for another longer row. And a plant, I like to sort of space out when I plant because green beans, when they start to come in, they come in. You know, it's like when your tomatoes, you wait and wait and wait and wait, and all of a sudden you have a zillion tomatoes. Uh, so I have some, I need to plant some carrots yet too. Need to plant carrots. I have some carrots coming up, but they're from last year. And I pulled one out of the ground, and it's a teensy weensy carrot. So they are carrots, and they should grow okay. Guitar Guy, she is in Ohio near Cleveland. These are called burpee stringless green pods, and they are not supposed to need staked or anything. So they don't say bush beans, which I usually always buy the bush beans. But the last year I bought bush beans, and they had too many strings in them. I like the stringless ones. So I'm hoping that these don't crawl all over the ground. You know, they don't have to be staked or anything, so they shouldn't. Yeah, that's okay. You plant the foot-long green beans, much less picking. The foot long. You mean the beans are actually that long? I've seen those great big beans. Much less picking than it. Are they good tasting? I looked all over. I wanted to get that certain type of tomato this year. They're kind of purple. I forget the name of them now, of course. I heard people talking about them last year. They're sort of purplish. And Cherokee something. They have an Indian name. And I couldn't find any plants. They are the green beans in Chinese restaurants that taste and texture. Cherokee purple. Yes, that's it. Yeah, I tried to find some. I haven't been successful yet. Probably if I go to the garden center, I could find one. I'd like to just have one plant and take a look at them and taste them. They're supposed to be really good. You love them the most? Oh, I'll have to really look for them then. Yeah. I never even heard of them before last year. Last year, it seems everybody was talking about them. So I'm still on the lookout for those. Rosemary, which shouldn't be this hard to find, and lavender. I need a couple nice big lavender plants. I usually, last year I just have a tiny little space. My space is only about 10, maybe 8 by 10 feet. It's not big at all. And it's in my front garden behind the picket fence. I used to have flowers in there, but I decided I'm just going to plant my vegetables in there. It's easy to get to. So I grow tomatoes, but only like it's only me. I only plant like 2 plants. If I plant more than that, well, this year I have 3 plants. I have 1 cherry tomato, 1 little tomato. This, I try to get the super sweet ones. And then I have 2 regular slicing tomatoes. But then if I get the Cherokee, I'll have 4, and I'll have a ton of tomatoes again. I have only 2 zucchini plants, and they will give me an overabundance of zucchini. Then I have 3 cucumber plants of the smaller cucumbers, but I also planted some seeds of the little pickle bush ones that you make pickles out of, because I like to make bread and butter pickles, refrigerator pickles. What else? I have herbs. That's on the other side, on a little space. I plant as many herbs as I can. I have English thyme and parsley and oregano. And I will have rosemary and lavender. I have lemon balm. But I always plant green beans. And that's about all. I don't make the mistake anymore of just planting things just because it's fun to plant things. That's what I did when I first moved to the country, and we had a huge garden, and I could have fed this whole road. And yeah, it's so much went to waste. It was not good. So now I know I just need a little bit. You know, another thing that I haven't planted in a couple years is potatoes. I love to plant potatoes. They're the funnest thing to plant. And I didn't plant them this year either. My compost pile where I planted pumpkins last year is so overgrown with those burdock plants. The burdock that turns into burrs. They got away from me, and now the plants are so humongous, I'm not strong enough to dig them out. So I'm not going to have pumpkins this year. No pumpkins, and there's no blossoms on my apple trees. So this is an off year for apples. Last year was the on year. We had tons of apples. This year, it seems to do that every other year. So this year it must be resting. Brian, many sales this week. I've had 2 or 3 sales a day, which is good because I'm listing 3 a day. I would love to sell as many as I list. That would just keep, my inventory down to nothing, or down to even. But I've had several Poshmark sales. I wanted to ask you Poshmark people and Bumblebee here. You know what I'm finding when I go in to find an item I've sold on eBay and to erase it to delete it from Poshmark? I can't find it. And it's not that it's not there. You have to type in exactly what you put in. Like, if you put J. Crew and put a period after the J, and you don't put a period when you're hunting for it, it won't pull it up. I've had that happen so many times, and there's several times that I have sold things on Poshmark that I haven't had, that they've been gone. And I think that's why I've tried to find them. I figured it wasn't listed, and it really was. Does anybody else have that problem with Poshmark? I never noticed it before, but now I'm thinking, because I have, people buy things on Poshmark, and then I have to cancel the order because I can't find it. And it's because it's gone, and I haven't deleted it, and I still can't find it. After much, I go on and I type everything under the sun, and eventually I can find it, and it shouldn't be that hard. I always planted them in the ground. I always hilled them. I made hills. I planted them and kept hilling them up the old-fashioned way. That's how I planted potatoes. But I think they're really fun. I mean, it's like finding in the fall. It's like finding treasure. Uh, yes, you do have to type exactly for Poshmark. So I will often cast a wide net when searching my closet. Type in basics like top, floral, like what the item is. I have found it that way, I must say. Oh, ask the question. Okay, it was I'm often unable to find an item in Poshmark to delete it if I sell it on eBay. And it's not that it's not there, it's that I'm not typing exactly how I put it in. I mean, the tiniest little difference, it won't let you find it. Like I did if I leave out a capital word or a period or something that I had put in the title, it won't pull it up. And then I think it's not there. And so then I don't erase it. And then down the line, a month from now, somebody buys it again and I don't have it and I have to cancel the order. And I've had that happen several times that I can't find things. I didn't know you could search for something in your own closet. Yes, yes, you can. Kelly throws a wide net and puts in what the item is instead of the name. Like, say, Bermuda shorts. If you knew you listed it as Bermuda shorts, you don't even put the name in, and it'll pull up every Bermuda short you ever put in, but it should be there then. That's a good idea. Or floral or whatever. Yeah, you can just go in your closet and type in what you're looking for up on that top little place where you can type stuff. And then hit the return button. Okay, that's a very good clue there, Kelly. Am I filtering my closet or typing in the shop bar? I'm typing in the. Let me go over here and look. I hope I'm not going to lose you. I don't think I should. Where it says search in closet. It's under the picture part where it says search in closet. That's where I type it. And I hit return. For active and solds, in this case, you would choose active to take down. Use the filters in your closet, like filter by brand. On the left-hand side. But sometimes it won't be under there if you didn't spell it right. Or if you left out a like J. Crew, what if I put a period after J and the rest of them didn't have a period? I've had it not pull up something like that. Oh, use my phone. Bumblebee, do you do all your listing on Poshmark on your phone? You just hit the magnifying glass. I know, do I now type what I am looking for in the bar? That's how I do it. I type it in the bar what I'm looking for. Oh, you're talking to Janet. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think Bumblebee does it all on her phone. I do it all on my computer, which is different. Yay, Janet. See? Bumblebee knows all about Poshmark. You know, one day my flip thing wasn't working. The thing that I cross list with, it took a day off. I don't know what was happening. So I couldn't cross list my things. So I cross listed on eBay, no problem. I cross listed, they were on eBay. I cross listed to Poshmark. And then I thought, well, I'm going to try to do this on my phone. And I did. I did one on my phone because I thought that you did everything on your phone. Ah. Use the filter button even on the computer. Okay. Well, yeah. There's always something to learn on these things. And now I'm trying to learn all this new stuff on YouTube and Canva again. My head is busy. Let me show you another piece of jewelry. Here's a set. I can get it untangled here. Now it's backwards. I don't know why I have my sweatshirt on. Here's the necklace. Whoop. Here's the necklace. And then there's earrings, too, to go with it. And it's a set, and this set is by Calvin Klein. Well, I don't know. This isn't Calvin. This is Charles. Charles Klein. That must be a cousin of Calvin. But, yes. Charlie Klein made this necklace and these earrings. So it's a set. I'll have to look up who Charles Klein is. But these, I think these are plastic. They feel cold, but they're testing on my teeth like like plastic. So we'll have to look up Charles Klein, but that's a set. Get this mixed up. Now we have something that's a little, I don't know about this. Now, I hope this isn't a bad sign here. This looks like it's like pewter color. I'm pretty sure it's not pewter, but, and there's the insignia. It looks like a, it's a necklace. It looks like a watch, which it is. And then you pop the door open by pressing the top, and it's a little clock. Needs a battery, but it has also the same as insignia in there. Now, there is something on the back. It says TM and copyright WBEI. If you can see that. There, that shows up good. Don't look at my nails. See, that's how I could never show jewelry, because I have no nails. I've bit my nails my whole entire life, so I'm not thinking I'm going to stop. So, yeah. Like a pocket watch with a necklace. It's a watch. I'm sure it works if you'd put a new battery in. The back, I'm sure, screws off like they all do. I have my father's watch from when he retired from the Erie Foundry upstairs. Let's see. Charles. Yeah, Charles. Ever Bob. Comps are low. Lucky to get 10 to 15. Harry Potter. Is that a Harry Potter sign? Ooh. I'll have to look into this. Yeah. That's a good one. Brothers. Oh, maybe WB. It says WBEI. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to take a Google Lens picture of that. I didn't do that one. There's one listed for $35. The Deathly Hallows. Is that what that sign is? Warner Brothers Entertainment. Probably. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I showed this one. Thank you about my thumbnail. Okay. Let's show something else here. I just have a sparkly, because I like sparkly stuff. Suzanne. See, nothing sparkles as good when you show it on the screen, but these are very sparkly. They're like probably crystal. And they're for pierced ears. And they're for sensitive skin. So I could wear these. Well, not anymore. I don't think I could get anything through my ears anymore. I stopped wearing earrings, oh, years ago. I doubt if I can get it through. Other sparkly things here. Tons listed now under plain Deathly Hallows pocket watch. And tons. It's never good to have tons. But, you know, Harry Potter is still very popular. These, I think these are real pretty. I definitely would have worn these. These are sparkly too, which isn't showing. These are diamond earrings. For going out on the town or to a wedding or whatever. But I don't see a name on these either. But they're very pretty. Thank you, Janet. My kids were past that at the point. Well, of course, they were past that. I don't know if their kids, if they let their kids read Harry Potter or not. I have to think how old they were. They were at the age where they probably would have liked Harry Potter. My daughter-in-law is very protective. Now we have a diamond necklace. And I had a terrible time. Now it's all messed up, but I had a terrible time getting these all going one way. But they're all in really perfect condition. See how they go different ways. You have to get them right and then lay them, put it on, and lay it against you because that's what keeps it. But they're all these really sparkly, big diamonds. It's a really pretty necklace, and this has a name on. This is the J. Crew one. Yeah, this is by J. Crew. It only works if it's on you and laying flat against you. There, sort of, you can see. Yeah. J. Crew, right. Trust me on this. Use the keyword brulee. Brulee. On which one? On which one are we talking about? Rylan. The J. Crew one? Really? What does that mean? Okay. You write that down. My little notepad out. On the J. Crew. Brulee. style of necklace. Okay. That's 50 or plus. Oh, my. Hold that close to the camera at an angle for me. Which part of it? The diamond part or the name part? The stones. They won't stay straight. I'm not doing a very good job, I'm sorry. There's the back of them. They're not see-through. They have a back, if that's what you're looking for. There. Not quite a brulee. That would be wrapped in metal, not pronged. Okay. Be wrapped in metal. Yeah, these are prongs. Are they pointed? Yes, they're pointed. The stones, see the little stones, has a point on it. But they have prongs. There's a name for that. Still use it close enough with the large stones. Okay. There is a name for that. See, I know nothing about jewelry. We had, in the antique store, we had a few vintage pieces. You know, Monet, Weiss, those type of names, but I never really got into it. I had this diamond piece, this brulee piece laying out on my dining room table for the longest time, all stretched out, looked really pretty sparkly under the lights. See, I only have one more piece to show you tonight. Get some more some other time. And this is just a really nice basic bracelet. It's gold and silver. It has a nice big clasp here. That I can't see a name on. But a nice basic bracelet. So I learned a lot tonight. Two-tone, yeah. Harry Potter, the J. Crew, Brulee, Yeah, I started to do that the other night, the Google Lens. Yeah, it was amazing. I don't know why I never knew to do that. I didn't take a picture. I didn't do the Google Lens of the pocket watch. Yeah. Love listing jewelry, but it sells slow. Yeah. Well, it's an extra stuff that I'll have to put on when I don't have anything else. Now, I will probably go shopping to the bigger Goodwill in the next couple days. Tomorrow is half price. They changed the tags day, but that's not the best day to go for it to get the new racks out. I'm not sure if they pull new racks out on Fridays or not, but I have to go when I can go. So if I can go tomorrow, Friday, I may go. You sent me a boring package yesterday from your death pile. You sent me something else? Oh, I love getting presents. Oh, I'm sure it's not going to be boring. Anything that comes in the mail. I love the mailman. I love the Amazon guy too. Uh, Trust me, boring. Oh, well, I think this last haul I got was sort of boring, but it's what I could get there. It wasn't that good of a shopping trip. So it is about time that I go out and give my cat her dinner and her insulin. 17 pounds? My God. So be careful lifting, I guess. I may have to unpack part of it on the porch. That's almost as bad as the Chewy boxes that I get. Those are some hefty boxes. I have to unpack those on the deck for sure. Uh, well, that will be fun. Can I open it online? Can I open it in a? I want to ask before I do it. Can I open it in a video? We all know each other. It'd be all right. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, all right. I am going to close for now and be back here on Sunday with what I sold this week. Oh, another thing that happened was my printer died. My laser printer doesn't work. My inkjet printer needs ink. So the ink is coming already tomorrow, so it'll be all right. The only thing working at the moment, thank goodness, is my label maker uh, for my postage. Uh, yes, you have a good night too, guitar guy. I will see y'all on Sunday. Thanks for stopping by. I enjoy this so much. I will see you then. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye, Bumblebee. Bye, Brylan. See you then. Oh, a pointed stone is called it looks like ravioli, but it can't be that, can it? It's called Rivoli. Rivoli. Okay. Classy D, and I have a thermal printer. May want to, I know. Well, my label maker is a thermal printer, but I don't have a bigger one. Yeah, I love my label maker. I have a Dymo for label writer 4XL. I love it for my postage. It'll print out pull sheets, but it won't print out the big sheets I can actually see. All right, I will see y'all Sunday. Bye. Sunday at 4. Sunday at 4 o'clock. Bye-bye.